Welcome to our first tutorial on writing a simple program. First, I'm going to drag a couple of controls onto my form. Let's rename our controls and change some of the other properties as well. Let's call this label LBL1. Auto size, let's make it false. And let's change the font to a bold. We'll change the size to 12. Let's center the text as well. We're going to do the same for this button. First, let's modify the name, BTN Click. Let's also change the caption or the text property. That's the text that the user will see on the button. We'll call it Click Me, Tab. Now double-click. First, I'll write the name of our control, LBL1. You see, Visual Basic gives me some pop-up help. Now a period. Visual Basic gives me a drop-down list of the common properties and methods for this control. The text property is already highlighted. That's because the text property is the most commonly used property. At this point, I can simply click the Tab key or the up and down arrows. When I click the latter buttons, a yellow pop-up window appears. It provides an explanation of these properties. If I simply start typing, Visual Basic will filter its list of offerings. It continues to filter out properties to match my progress as I type. Press Tab to select the property you want. Let's enter an equal sign, space. We'll open and close our quotations. Now inside the quotation marks, let's enter some text. Hello world. The text appears inside quotation marks because that's how Visual Basic distinguishes string literals or strings. Basically, that's it. We're finished our simple program. Let's review what we've done. We placed our string, Hello World, into the text property of label LBL1. Now let's run our program. We're going to click this play button here. When I click Click Me, the text Hello World appears. Let's close our application. One more thing to mention. I should delete the text label 1. Tab. Now at the start of my program, the label will be empty. Let's add some code for a different event. We'll select mouse down. Now let's highlight and copy and paste our code right about here. Let's type the name of the new event, mouse down. We'll run our program again. Now when I mouse down over the button, I see the text mouse down. When I release the button, we see the text Hello World. Let's write code for one more event, the mouse up. We'll copy and paste our previous code. Let's change the text to mouse up. By the way, now when we fill up our event handles with some code, we've got 3 different blocks of code. As you know, you can collapse and expand them for ease of viewing. And if we mouse over any collapsed portion, we can preview the contents of the block in a pop-up. Let's run our program again. Now when I press down my left mouse button, I see the mouse down message. When I complete the click by releasing the mouse button, I see mouse up. So you may be asking, what happened to Hello World? This is an example of a logical mistake. Now it won't crash my program, but the result is still unexpected. I did this on purpose to demonstrate how important it is that you be sensitive to the various ways that you mix and match your click events. Let's say I want to test how the combination of my events works. I can simply highlight the block and comment it out. Now the code is green. Visual Basic ignores it. Let's run our application again. Here's mouse down. And when I release Hello World, we'll close our application back to Design View. One quick comment on comments. It's a good idea to comment your code very clearly. You comment using a single quotation mark. This is my first code. Comments help you remember what you've done when you return to the script later on. Clear commenting is extremely helpful. If you work as a part of a team, you will most certainly be evaluated upon how well you are able to comment your code, so do keep that in mind and make it a good habit from the beginning of your Visual Basic study. If I want to uncomment my code, simply highlight the lines and select Uncomment the selected lines. This concludes our tutorial about how to write a simple program.